Hello, this is Mark, and you are listening to a very special episode of Dr. QuinnCast. I am on with my co-host, Kelly. What's
listening
up, Kelly?
to/watching, right?
I thought you were talking about Slash from like Guns N' Roses.
Oh.
All right.
Welcome to the shows.
Yeah, this is our first, video, right?
Yeah.
What is this that we're looking at? We're looking at this strange thing on the screen that's kind of popped up in my mailbox a few months ago.
The cover, I think.
Oh, I don't have that ready. Why wouldn't I?
Hawk thing on there.
Yeah. What I think would have been the real smooth move is if you open up the cover and it's like, actually every time we move.
Yeah. Right. Like it's like one of those like kids books where like when you flip the thing it like makes a noise. That would be amazing.
Except it would be like really old and weak.
Yeah.
All right. So some people might be new to the show. People might be here just because the title says Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, the first 5 years of Yearbook that no one else has.
Mm-hmm.
But we got our grubby little hands on it. You have the real one in front of you.
Sure did. Sure do.
Sure did forever. People.
You sure did.
By the end of this episode, people will be like, why is that stuck in my head? Like, why am I singing Ass Blaster?
Yeah, and why do I say sure did every other sentence?
You sure did.
Yeah, and you sure. But you know what? By the end, we'll have taught.
Maybe they will have recently learned that Denver is a big place.
Yes, lady.
But I sure do hope that they remember Colorado.
You remember Colorado?
People are like, well, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. So, all right. So, yeah, we got our hands on this very special yearbook that was given to cast members after, I'm assuming, into the 6th season, right?
Yeah. So I guess after the 5th season, before the 6th.
And the cover, it's a legitimate yearbook. Like, yeah, in middle school, maybe you bought them. In high school, maybe you bought them. I only bought my senior yearbook, but for some reason I acquired previous years for free.
Right.
But I don't know why. I think it's a cool idea. First and foremost, this is a really cool idea. I think it's a big undertaking. And
I think that it seems unusual, right? Because I feel like this probably isn't something that a lot of shows do. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know, I guess, but, you know.
I've worked a little bit in television. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is definitely a unique thing. So, all right. So, yeah, again, it's like a real yearbook, people. It's a Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, legit yearbook. And it starts out Paramount
very
Ranch.
lovely picture. I like episodes where it's all like overcast and kind of foggy like that.
Yeah, this is like really nice.
It has like a really nice feel to it.
I want this on a really white T-shirt.
Right. Unlicensed merchandise.
Unlicensed. You can't do unlicensed merchandise.
Oh yeah.
So there's also a lot of personal type of stuff. Not like personal, like, you know, I love you, but more personal because these people really spent so many years working so closely together that there are things that are really unique to the viewer, I think.
Well, and throughout the book, there are a lot of like when they do their yearbook quotes that we'll kind of get into. They obviously had a lot of inside jokes with each other.
Yeah.
And you kind of read it and you're like, okay, that's pretty funny. But then it's like, I'm sure, like some of it, it's like, I don't really know what that means. But obviously it was like an inside joke. And, you know, they were having fun with each other. And clearly, like, everybody was, you know, pretty bonded and everything on the set.
Kelly, let's just say you go to work on Monday, right? Well, you probably will. And
well, actually, I have Monday off.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
But Tuesday, I'll go to work on Tuesday.
And somebody comes up to you and say, hey, I have this great idea. I'm doing a yearbook for the entire staff. How would you feel?
Well, you know, there have been things in my office in the past that have been sort of attempts at things like that, but they didn't really take off that well.
Oh,
But
all
anyway,
right.
yeah.
It's a cute idea. I think the idea is really cute. If there's anything you want me to zoom into in particular, let me know.
Sure.
Sure. All right, and here we go. We got Dr. Mike, and here's our big smorgasbord of
Yeah.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Mike?
Dr. Mike.
You all right, Dr. Mike?
Yes, Dr. Mike.
I'm a doctor.
So that's a good one. One really unique feature about this is that the baby pictures for the cast, right?
Yeah, like I think both of us were when we first looked at this, we were like,
It was like,
there's pictures. of this baby.
Yeah. I was like not expecting the baby pictures, so that was surprising.
Yeah, and
But yeah, we have some good. Let's see, we have the wedding. We have let's see, that blue dress, was that Washington affair that she wore that dress?
that's a cool color. I like the way the black.
Or is that one of the ones that she had in Boston? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, but I mean, I like the dress. When she has those like kind of fancier dresses, they're always really nice looking.
And even when she wears like potato sack like this, she looks pretty good.
Yeah, with those like hand cut letters and stuff.
Wait a minute, is this like the same? Oh no! All right.
It does look actually really
Right?
similar.
It has-
I see where you're going with that.
But
They're
no,
like
I'm
they just added a skirt to it or something.
They did a Caroline Ingalls where it's like we have some extra material.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, right.
Why don't we get a
the
net?
good old-
Why don't we have a
good
whole
old-
episode about trapeze artists?
The good old circus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're also doing this live without editing it. So, people just have to have a little bit of patience with us. I'm going to call them by their characters' names, maybe. I don't know. Here's Sean with his super soaker, which is so 90s, right?
Oh, I had a super soaker.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm
Yeah.
like, I bet you had a super soaker. Double barrel.
So we have Sully over there with his Prince Charming. We just
looks
reviewed that
good.
episode. That was our Halloween episode for this year. He does look good.
Yeah. Let's,
Yeah.
I'm using a touch. I'm on my Mac right now. I'm using a touchpad. And I never use this like separate magic touchpad. So I don't know. It's not the most responsive thing in the world. Maybe because the PDF is so big. But Barbara Babcock, she looks pretty good here. Bit overexposed. One thing I have to say is I don't recall there being any typos in. Oh wait, is Reminisce spelled correctly? Is that right? You would know. Can you fact check that.
Yeah, it is.
It just looks weird to me. It's one of those kind of weird words. But I didn't see any typos. It would be funny though if I said, "Oh, there's no typos," and there's one right there.
Also when I was showing this to Pete, and as he pointed out, Jeffrey Lauer's quote is actually pretty funny, considering that the Reverend went blind in season 5.
Seeing the show grows into 6 is a superstar. Do you think that's one of those kind of like inside jokes? I mean, do you think?
I mean, maybe. I think it's pretty funny. I think there are a lot of things in this thing that are pretty funny. And actually, if I could, like, just get on my little soapbox for a minute. Not really a soapbox, but, like we've had some, like, people who have criticized our style, basically, and like
I'd
our
call
sense
it
of
style.
humor.
I'd call it 100%
Yeah,
style.
and kind of like the things that we find humorous.
Sure.
And I'm not like, obviously people have different tastes and different senses of humor and stuff.
Yeah.
But I always sensed from the show like this like undercurrent of humor. And which, as you know, is one of the reasons why I wanted to start the podcast, because I think it's a really fantastic show, obviously. But I was like, there's no like fan base that's really like appreciating these things about it, like the stuff that I'm kind of pulling out on it. And I think that when I look at, a thing like this and I see like the things that they're like saying in their quotes and stuff, and I'm like, these people like really were very like humorous about it. And I was like, and that's kind of like what I always like sort of felt like was the case. And then this kind of like confirmed it for me. And then it's like people who like take it like overly seriously. It's like you realize that like they were kind of like joking around and.
Yeah, when we spoke to Beth, I mean, as you know, you were there. We spoke to Beth quite a bit off the air. Like a lot of stuff was said that we didn't record. And there was a certain rowdiness. Like, you know, she's a rowdy woman, right? Mm-hmm. She says what's on her mind at the time it's on her mind. And I feel like the entire cast was this way. And if they weren't that way by the end of the production, they were. they became it, right? Because if Beth is like this and this is your boss, you kind of adapt the style a little bit, right?
Right.
So, and I really like that. That really kind of gave me a different perspective personally for the show. And like a lot of people watch the show and they really love super handsome Joe Lando because who doesn't? Look at the guy; he's beautiful. But and you know, of course, you have the female version. You know, Jane Seymour, another beautiful woman, and you have the perfect couple and all this kind of stuff. But there's so much more to it.
Mm-hmm. I know, which is like why I really think it's like it's fine to like love Joe Lando and Jane Seymour and love the relationship and stuff because it's like a good story and everything.
She sure did.
But when people just zero in on that so much, and it's like there is a lot of other stuff going on.
Yeah, 100%. I swore to myself I would stop saying 100%. I just said it, but
110%.
110%.
And I love the picture of Horace with his
little Revolutionary War. What episode is that?
That would have been The Offering, right?
And I love this. I mean, we have a picture like this similar of Catherine McGregor from Little House on the Prairie. And you see in the background, there's a trailer and there's like a truck and everything. And she's doing her best Harriet. And it's like, it's a cool thing. You're going to see a lot of things in this video you've never seen before, right? I mean, when you were flipping through this book, you were like, whoa, this is really cool.
Well, I mean, like the Phyllis Smith thing, I was like, what?
I told you it just didn't register.
Well, no, it did. Cause it did because even before I got the book, I was like, that's crazy. Right. And I even was like, when, my, sister-in-law and her family were visiting a couple months ago and her whole family, like they all like, I mean, cause their kids are like teenagers and, like one's in college and they all like watching The Office. So like, you know, we were watching some Office and stuff. And then they were watching Dr. Quinn like a few years ago, but I don't know that they finished it, but they had been watching it like as a family for a while. So I mentioned how Phyllis, you know, did the casting for Dr. Quinn. And I think that my one niece was like, she didn't do a very good job. The second Colleen didn't look anything like the first. It was kind of funny. But anyway.
Somewhere around in these clips, I was looking for, not now, Colleen.
Not now, Colleen.
There we go. So then, you know what I want to know is where are the triplets baby pictures? I'm just kidding. They don't have them.
We should have the, what is that called? The little black and white picture you get.
The ultrasound?
Yeah, we should have the ultrasounds. Maybe we'll put that in there.
Yeah.
There's Matthew, you know, giving his best. We give, you know what it is? I think people think that we give Matt Cooper a tough time. And I don't know. I think he's one of my favorite characters from the show because you start noticing how much swagger the guy has.
Yeah. And I mean, really, we kind of poke fun at like his swagger and stuff, and sometimes it is a little bit like he's kind of a little over the top sometimes.
Like this right here.
We're gonna rest here for a day.
Yeah. So I mean, it's pretty over the top sometimes, but some of our, I think, favorite lines come from Matthew.
Look after my cattle. Odd jobs now and then. It ain't up to you. Quit trying to stop me. I didn't know he was coming.
And a lot of things are taken out of context, which is funny.
And but a lot of episodes, Matthew-centric episodes, are really, really great episodes. Like the one when he becomes sheriff.
Yeah.
The one when he meets Emma is like one of my favorites. I love that episode. You know, like when he's like becoming a lawyer, you know, the episodes where he does stuff like that. Like it's like, you know, good. Like I like the character, and but you know, just
it wouldn't be the same show without Matthew. No. Come on.
No, you couldn't not have Matthew.
Look at this. Look at this unshaven Hubba Bubba
Right.
face.
So I had put something in our group recently.
Oh, really?
Where he had the big beard. I called him Big Beard Sully or Sully Big Beard.
Look at that
whichever you
Punim.
prefer.
Little Punim.
Yeah, before he grew his hair out.
He's
He
got
had
the
a pretty
little
good head
faux
of
up.
hair, though. Yeah.
Look at him.
So I was like, here's a picture of Sully with the big beard. And then I was kind of like, because we've talked before about how we like the 5 o'clock shadow.
Sure, yeah.
The clean shaven's a little unsettling. And a lot of people seem to like the 5 o'clock shadow like we do. But there were a number of people who like Big Beard Sully the best. And I think maybe, that's his Cheyenne name. And I think maybe like 1 or 2 people like clean shaven Sully. Although the vast majority of people think that clean shaven Sully is just like a little unsettling.
You know, you look at the young Chad Allen, he could have played a Brian, right?
No, yeah, totally. He even has like the haircut and everything.
Better go after your dog, Brian, before some cat swallows him up.
Now, it would be kind of funny if this was the other Colleen.
Like the baby picture.
Yeah.
That would be really good.
But yeah, it would be funny also to have a little ultrasound in there. I hope people are strapping in. They're like, how long is this video going to be? This is over 120 pages, I think.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to like
Wait, I
dwell
have a
on
clip for that.
everything.
Wait.
Awful big.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to fly through it.
Yeah. But like, I thought it was kind of funny when Chad Allen was like, when do we graduate? Oh, and then another thing that's kind of funny. And then like Larry Sellers, a town dog, is fat.
I wish they had a photo of him here, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay, so
and look, it's Jake.
Jake!
I like that picture of I'm
These
just
two?
calling them like their character names, Hank and Preston, laughing.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm having a good time.
Yeah, picture we've never seen before.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So on the next page, like the cast pictures, I think it's funny. So they all have like the baby picture, childhood picture, except for Myra, who
Yeah.
apparently was never a child.
It would have been funny if she like drew a picture of herself.
Yeah. She was just born like that, I guess.
Barbara Babcock was a little glamorous little girl here.
Yeah, I know. She actually was like, I don't mean this to sound like mean, but she was like a lot cuter as a kid than I would have. I mean, like, that sounds so mean to say it, but I'm like, she's like a really, really beautiful child.
I don't
like,
think it's her.
Like,
I think she bought this at a yard sale.
Whoa.
All right, so my favorite one.
Hank is smoking.
Hank smoking as a kid. Look at this. What is
I
that?
know. He was born to play the role of
Oh
Hank.
my God.
It's totally crazy.
I heard he brought the photo in for his audition. He's like, here, this is me when I was 6.
And then they're like, done.
This is kind of a funny little picture of Jim Noblock. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Noblock?
Matching is for sissies.
Yeah.
As YouTube pulls down the whole video. Can't say it's sissies.
Yeah. One thing that a criticism, and I like mean this lightly, but I mean, I kind of think that when they did the layout, which as we learn at the end of the book, they put this together in like a month, so it was pretty quickly done.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they could have put the quotes more like by the people saying them.
I have tremendous issue with this type of stuff because you probably know this. I did this for a living, not yearbooks, but I did layout design for a living. And so there's a lot of stuff that's going on here that is questionable, but I'm not going, beggars can't be choosers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is a great photo of Larry Sellers, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I even know this. It looks like almost like an oil painting type of thing. And let's see what else. Got Wolf.
Oh, it's so cute at the end with like the very yearbook style pictures, how like Chaz the dog has one. I was like, oh, it's so cute. So the Reverend does not look at all like a baby like I would have expected.
Yeah. That's a great photo though. I mean, Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like he's a commercial. He's got that winning smile even as a kid.
Yeah, sure does.
Sure does. I have to have sure did at the get-go ready right away.
You sure did.
Let's see. And that's the thing. This is a yearbook that doesn't leave out anyone, which is crazy. Hey, it's other Colleen.
Oh, and then if you scroll up a little bit again, sorry, because I thought it was kind of funny. So there must have been some kind of joke with like Preston and Andrew, because so like Jason Leland Adams, like my name's Jason, not Brandon. And then Brandon's like my name is Brandon, not Jason. So like there must have been like something with like the two of them.
It's Brandrew.
Brandrew, I like that.
Yeah, there must have been some type of inside joke. It's also I like the fact that they were both on the show before they got cast in the show.
And I like how they actually recognize that in here too.
The Harry Potter glasses are kind of goofy though.
Yeah. That picture actually is really the one of him as Andrew is kind of goofy too. He's like clasping his hands.
I really like that,
Yeah.
And Orson Bean, of course, there's some documentary being made about Orson Bean. I really would love to see it actually come to fruition and get done. But he had a pretty fascinating life.
Yeah. So then there we have formerly Colleen Cooper, Erica Flores. It actually says formerly.
You sure did.
Yes, lady.
Yeah. At least they made the picture a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Michelle Bonilla.
Probably Bonilla, yeah.
Bonilla. This is before they swapped her out for the new one, right?
Right, yeah.
You got Missy here. These two look like, they're sisters, but really kind of like doppelgangers with different color hair.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Emma with Hank. That's a pretty funny picture.
I don't recall seeing Kyle in here. You?
Yeah, he's like, he's right there. Jana Michaels and Billy Sullivan with Sean.
Oh, okay.
Better go after your dog, Brian, before some cat swallows him up.
Oh, one thing I was gonna say. So then next to that, the kid that played Jared, he's like better looking in real life, at least in this picture. Like I don't know, like I always thought Jared like seemed kind of greasy on the show, and maybe it was partially kind of his personality and like how he was acting.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, what is the draw, Colleen, But I'm like, he actually, like in that picture, I'm like, oh, he's kind of nice looking.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm like hitting on a teenager. Well, he's an adult now.
Well, he's older
like,
than you now.
Yeah, I know.
He just got his first AARP thing. But yeah, they don't leave out anyone. We got even somebody as little as James Keach. just the producer of the show.
Right. And Jane Seymour.
And Stacy Keach, look, he's right there. We could have looked him up when we did the review.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? Okay, and then Joel Anderson, the baseball guy, was in an episode of Frasier. So when I go through, I'm like, this was in that show. This was in that show.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eve Brenner, did I talk about this once? Because I was watching this episode of Cheers, and I don't remember what episode, but I was like, that's the lady from Pike's Peace.
Peak, right?
Pike's Peace.
Pike's Peak.
It's hard to say that.
Isn't it Pike's Peak? Or the name of the episode is Peace?
The name of the mountain.
Yeah.
But the name of the episode is Peace. Yeah.
Customer come here.
Yeah. Our old buddy Maxwell Caulfield. Yep. Oh, Stephen Culp. So he was in, there was this, it was made in like 1989. I think it may have been a TV movie actually about Lincoln. And Mary Tyler Moore played Mary Lincoln, and Stephen Culp was in it. He was like one of his secretaries.
Is he related to Robert Culp? Do you know?
I don't know.
Because wasn't Robert Culp in this as well? Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh, and then the Donald Moffat. I cannot believe it took me this long to realize that the guy that played Walt Whitman was that crazy zealot father in that Be My Friend episode of Little House with the girl who had the baby like secretly.
I'd have to see him. All right, so it's the same guy.
Yeah, but totally, because like I was like, this guy is like familiar. Like, why but I couldn't like really place it. So I just looked up the actor and looked like through his thing on IMDb, and it said Little House, and I'm like, what? So then I like did a little digging, and I was like, holy cow, I cannot believe I didn't realize that. I mean, granted, it's like at least 20 years apart or whatever, but still, I was like, whoa.
I have to go back and look at that.
And then let's see, June Carter and Johnny Cash. They did like some music or something. I'm not really sure. And
some sad music.
Yeah. Oh, and then I actually, so it's Zach. Somehow his real name being Bruce is weird to me. He just doesn't seem like a Bruce.
Who is Denny Miller? I'm not like placing this guy over here on the right.
Let me think about it.
Greasy. I mean, it looks like Sully's dad or something.
Yeah, Sully's dad. Would that be?
Yeah, I can't place that guy.
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now. And
I'm gonna go to the next page, but we'll flip back when we. Oh yeah, Gregory Sierra.
Oh, he was Noah McBride. So that guy that had the problem with like Colorado statehood. So they went out in that party, like all the men, to try to.
Yeah. All right, I know what you're talking about. Didn't ring a bell until.
And he had he had a wife who was Native American who he like ended up killing.
Michael Gray Eyes, cool name.
Yeah, that is actually like a.
And that's actually a great photo, like in black and white. It looks
right. It's really
good.
striking. Mm-hmm. It's cool.
So let's see. We still have more guests. Kenny Rogers Roasters.
And Fred Rogers.
People we don't really know because you and I mean, we don't really listen to country music, but I think Trisha Yearwood is a big country
it's like,
person.
I've heard the name. Like, I mean, like, I know the name. I know that she's like, but yeah. And then, of course, there's Travis Tritt. I just watched that episode the other day.
I mean, I don't know I don't know his background,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know like anything about country music, but
except Johnny Cash.
Well, right, yeah, but it's like I don't know like really anything about country music. So I can't really gauge like how big of a deal he is like in the country music world. But a few months ago when it came up, like P and I were talking about like, well, I don't know, we talk about Dr. Quinn sometimes, of course, and like Travis Tritt came up and I like joked about getting him on the podcast. And then according to Pete, that would be like a very like famous person to have on the podcast, or it'd be like a big, so I'm like, I don't know anything about country music or like what the, but be like, hey, do you remember that episode of Dr. Quinn that you were on?
It's like, listen, Double T.
Yeah. Did you get the book?
It's like, is that your full name, Travis? Like, I wouldn't know what to ask him at all. Is that short for something?
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're getting into department. It's a little bit drier now. And of course you can always pause this and read the text if you'd like.
I mean, like some of this like was kind of funny, like this Carl Binder thing where he's like, quotes H.G. Wells that, like no passion in the world is equal to the passion to alter someone else's draft. And then he's like, wait a minute, that's not quite right. And then he like corrects H.G. Wells. And then he's like, there, that's much better.
That's what producers.
There's like a lot of stuff like that. That's pretty funny. And then this little thing over here, like the scenes of a typical story meeting.
I love this. I love the whiteboard.
Yeah.
You can almost see them kind of getting into almost like arguments. Like, no way, Sully can't abandon his family at this point. It's like, well, he's gonna have to.
I know. And then we have like, so Beth is like, a man suffering from chronic headaches comes to Dr. Mike's clinic. What does she do to help him? The writers begin frantically pitching ideas, trying to impress the boss. Eric, show him the need to confront the memory of his dead wife, whose sudden passing is the source of the headaches. Chris, she takes him out riding to the spectacular windswept valley where they're attacked by a bear. Philip, she treats him with a new experimental medical procedure, perhaps an apparatus of sorts, calling out, oh, Tad. I don't know what that means. And then Carl, she tells him to grow a pair. Julie, why does he have to have headaches?
Beth just shakes her head. It's going to be another long day. I think Beth had the not the rocking chair, the like lounge chair at this point. She's not in it here, but we've seen those photos where she's just kind of in like the lazy boy. This is where all the people who made the sausage, I guess.
But actually, what's sort of interesting is like putting the faces to names where it's like I remember the names, obviously,
like John Liberty
from the credits, like Zia. I don't know how to say the last name. Is it Pietro?
Oh yeah,
it's like I remember seeing that name, or like Ted Harrison. I see like the credits every episode, basically. So it's
Dennis
kind of cool
Moran.
to see.
Who I don't really know.
Like to see like the face behind the name or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's great. And John Liberty, I'm pretty sure he did a lot of other stuff too. In the accounting department, these guys, they don't want.
Nope, he just did Dr. Quinn. He just did Dr. Quinn. Also, the like clip art things, like this is like a time capsule of the 90s, right?
Yeah, this is like probably built into the. They probably gave them basic like software to make the yearbook. Like this kind of like the drop shadows and the Office 95 type of graphics. And I'm not busting on it. It's probably when my yearbook came out in 91. So it had like similar type of stuff going on. This is a place where you can really kind of put faces to names that you've seen a million times.
Oh yeah, like Jerry London.
Yeah.
Bobby Roth.
Look at the head of hair that he's got.
Yeah, it's nice. And the beard and everything too.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's
Roland
trying to be Sully.
Ozzie Smith. Yeah.
I want to see a picture of Bobby Roth standing next to Joe Lando.
He looks like he should be in a band, actually.
Yeah, he kind of does. He looks like there was this band I kind of a lot of bands in the 90s look like this, but he looks like he could be like the singer of Wilco or something.
Oh, right. So there's Ted Harrison. Yeah, I remember him. I saw him and I was like, whoa, it's Ted Harrison. I see his name like all the time.
This guy's like, I got muscles. Put me in front of the camera.
Yeah.
This guy's like,
and they even have the little clip art of the world down there. Like, it's just so funny. I remember.
Yeah, the globe. That's so funny. I love seeing some of this stuff. The cranes. We these are those things. I mean, in the opening of so many episodes where you get those crane shots, and I mean, this is how they're doing it. They have these trucks and stuff, and it's really crazy. So many people worked on the show. I'm trying to zoom out. Sorry. These guys he's like, I'm going to take the sign. This guy's like, I'm taking the bag. They have them at home, right?
Yeah.
My zoom. All right, there we go. I'm going to zoom. So set dressing. These are the guys who made it always look really great. This is like anarchy over here.
Yeah. That is so funny.
That looks good.
That's what they used to play it
That's
over.
what they said, yeah. Construction, those would be the guys that built the schoolhouse for real, I guess.
Yeah, right.
Right?
These guys just sat there and watched.
Yeah.
Hanging out at the chateau and health resort. Construction. I mean, yeah, these are the guys legitimately who built it.
Yeah, right. I know, right? And then another globe by the electrical.
I mean, you got to think about it. It's like there weren't, clip art back in those days. There wasn't too much to choose from.
Cool zone.
Cool zone. Cool zone. Also,
That looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I dig it, right? Whoops, I meant to play Dig Love. Oops. I should have clipped that a little bit tighter. Actually, now that I think about it, we shouldn't play too much music because YouTube gets all like wacky.
That's true.
So here's probably the biggest star to come out of the show. Casting. Phyllis
look
Smith.
at that. Yeah, Phyllis Smith.
When I first got this book, it was the first page I flipped up to. I just kind of randomly opened it. And it's like, is that Phyllis Smith? Like, for real? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And that's when I sent it to you and you're like, oh great. And then 2 months later you're like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. That is pretty crazy though. Yeah.
She has a good work ethic. I have to leave early on Friday. Cheryl Smith.
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to see Phyllis from The Office on here. And I think it's so interesting that she was legitimately in casting. And she's a full-fledged actress now. Like she does, like that's what she does for a living now. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing.
She can always go back to casting.
And she looks like exactly how she looked on The Office too. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, really. I find her enjoyable on The Office. I'm sure maybe you do. I'm sure you do. And I just remember hearing like somebody saying like, well, yeah, she was never an actress. And I was like, oh, you always hear that kind of stuff, but you never really think about it.
Yeah, but she was actually like involved in it, just like on the other side.
Yeah.
Kind of.
We have the sound guys. Special effects. Those guys having a lot of fun with like the explosions probably.
And like the buffalo. Remember that white buffalo? That's super fake looking.
Yeah, the white buffalo. Grace's Cafe stand-ins eat for free. Transportation. These are the guys who drove you around, obviously. These guys listen to Earth.
That's funny.
I love seeing stuff like that. Who is this guy? I mean,
I don't know.
He looks super familiar, like actor-wise. Not like I know him or anything. Just
He worked on transportation, apparently.
is that my bus driver? That'd be great.
Yeah. Bus driver.
Holy crap! It's Gus. Let's see. We got medical. Aw, what's going on here? I don't want to see that. Wait, let me see if I can. Sorry, I'm looking for some clips. I have Brian yelling about pup. It's here somewhere.
That thing like went away from me, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's fix that.
I mean, I could try to fake my way through it, but you might catch on after a while.
It's like, yeah, it's great.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, yeah, like Pup getting all wrapped up.
Is that pup?
Or not Pup. Wolf. That was probably with that episode when he needed the head bandage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought that was kind of crazy with the stunts, like them stringing him up, like on the gallows that they down a page.
Where? Down further?
Stunts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how they have him like strung up on the gallows in that one episode. I'm like, that's pretty crazy.
This guy looks a little evil. Like, I don't trust him.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
But there's another name that I recognize from the credits.
Who?
Jeff Ramsey, the evil looking guy.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like someone else.
Yeah.
These
And we have
guys-
Michael Harris, who could not be more thrilled too.
Is this where the meatloaf came from?
Oh, right. Yeah. I thought it was fun they even had the catering and everything.
Look at this cool hat, man. What, man?
Man.
Medicine Woman World Tour 93. That's a collectible.
Yeah,
That's
I wonder where that thing ended up.
Probably garage sale for 25 cents. Some old lady bought it. My grandson will like this. Wardrobe is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, the amount of people that worked on this production, it's really crazy. Well, and this is a very so she's like glowing.
I know. I was actually just like, why does she look like a ghost? Well, I guess because she has the veil. She has the veil over her face. But
She's like, this is my impersonation of Abigail.
yeah, I'm a ghost now.
This is super 90s. These little bags.
Oh, the fanny
packs.
pack.
Yeah. They're kind of coming back in a weird way.
I know. I was gonna say, like, I've noticed and heard that they're coming back.
Makes me mad. Willie Nelson, everybody's high. Everybody's like, yeah.
Yeah, they're all having a good time on set that day.
But yeah, I love this. I mean, this is stuff that when we first started the podcast, and I was like, oh, I want to find like unique artwork. I want to find unique behind the scenes stuff. And it just really didn't exist very much. And what did exist is made in like 1999 online. And the quality of the images are very much from 1999. The quality is very low.
Right. So we have, oh, look at Wolf.
Yeah, look at that. Look at them both.
Don't pet the dog.
Especially the one with the cigarettes in his mouth.
Little pup. Yeah, right. Yeah, the mean one.
This one. Yeah, what was it? King? What was it?
King.
King.
Yeah.
Ah. Yeah.
I forgot about King.
And I do want to mention, again, this is the Wolf is the same dog that was Nanook in The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
That's a famous ass horse. I mean, famous ass dog. I saw the horse and it just don't pet the horse.
And there's good old William Olvis. Wrote some real bangers.
I wonder how involved he was with, where is it? This. Yeah, I wonder. He's like, yeah, you know what? I know these guys. And they got this tune. I'm gonna bring it in.
Maybe they wrote it after Willie was on set that one time.
Billy O. Hey, Billy. Oh man. Digital magic. I wonder what that means exactly, but so many photos. I don't know this for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was Sean Tuvi's mom who put this entire thing together.
She, at the end, they have like the staff of the yearbook, and she had a role in it. But I mean, there were. We'll get to it when we get there.
I could have sworn Sean told us that, but I mean, maybe she was like, "Yeah, I did everything." That's what my mom would have said.
No, I thought that Jennifer maybe said something about Sean's mom doing stuff, but maybe. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, she also said a lot of weird stuff. She also talked about them all hanging out under a tree or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we have our Christmas parties. His nice slick back hair there.
These two singing some weird song. What do you think they're singing? Or you think they're doing jokes?
What would they be singing? Ass Blaster, maybe?
Ass Blaster. That wouldn't be a bad one. That's the song for Christmas.
Yeah, Ass Blaster.
Yeah, like...
Totally.
That's what everybody, if you want to get the asses on the dance floor, you throw on some Ass Blaster. So yeah, I mean, we're seeing some very, very behind the scenes type of stuff here with the Christmas parties.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really glad when I worked in an office that nobody made a yearbook of me being at a Christmas party.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
His suit, I like the way he dresses on the show more than I like this. I mean, but it's in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, it's like very boxy, but I guess that's how it was.
But his hair is exactly the way Jake's would be.
Yeah, sure is.
Sure is.
Cheyenne would say...
Whoops.
You look good on you.
Cheyenne would say whoops.
Yeah, whoops. Cheyenne would say whoops.
So let's see, more Christmas stuff.
Got the birthday parties in the office. She cakes every other Tuesday.
There's that kid that plays Steven, like front and center in that one.
Oh, over here. I'm like,
yeah.
So many. You know what it is? You can just like go through this and see so many crazy things that are going on. And we should have brought Sean Tuvey on for this read through.
Yeah.
Who's this guy back here, Sean?
Yeah, he probably would have had a lot of interesting stories. There's our Billy of the Week.
Yeah, it's Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins.
Billy of the week.
Yeah. We're not insulting her when we say that. Billy Corgan, very handsome guy.
Mm.
Barbara Babcock having a shiga or big pretzel, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like a cigar party and Miller Lite and everything. Look at this. It's an adult party.
They know how to party.
I wonder who they use for this sign. Do you think they use the same company?
Yeah, that's the Colorado Springs Secret Sign Making Committee.
MTM. I don't know what MTM is exactly.
I don't know. That's good.
Some
question.
management company, probably. What is this? Dr. Quinn Messer welcomes CBS International Buyers Program. I mean, this is like some serious like pitching.
Mm-hmm. So we have.
They look like they're about to get a poker game started over here.
There we have the dream team. Bar dancing, Sully, Matt and Hank.
Jolenda's like, no, I'm not gonna do any more shots, man. Well, at first glance, I thought this was William Shockley, but it's a woman.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I can see he's like behind the bar, kind of. Or it looks like, you know.
Like, no, that's a lady. I'm like totally blanking out. What is Grace's real name?
Jonelle.
Yeah.
Jonelle. Is it Jonelle or I'm not sure. Is it pronounced Jonelle or Jonelle?
She's one of the most shocking to see in the behind the scenes thing because she becomes like this super modern looking woman, you know, in comparison to Grace. And the CBS affiliate party.
There we got the Rev.
I mean, Chuck Norris. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like Chuck Norris and Sean Tuvey. I hope Sean Tuvey has like a copy of that photo like hanging up in his his
like,
house.
With Chuck Norris, yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's like being with like Muhammad Ali practically, you know. The faces are kind of funny with these two.
Yeah, what are they doing? I didn't notice that before.
There's so many details, so many little things. I thought this was Kelsey Grammer for a sec, but no, it's not. That would be the end all be all in this, right? But it's CBS. I don't think. Oh wait, was he on? No, it's NBC, right?
I think it was NBC, but then it switched to CBS.
Oh, did it? All right.
Like CBS, like owns it now. But I think it started off on NBC, if I remember correctly.
Look at this cool guy with his, glasses and shiny shirt.
That's Bazooka Joe.
Bazooka Joe. That's an inside joke just for us until we get to the part of the thing. This guy's dancing like there's no tomorrow. People schmooching.
Man, how wacky is it though to think about the cast just like partying?
Look at Jane.
Right?
Yeah. It's like Jane's just going for it,
Yeah.
Is that her daughter in the middle?
Maybe. See, I'm not sure. They're not labeled, so I don't know.
All right, where's the videotape of this? I want to see this. Of her singing to Beth.
Yeah, great.
What do you think when they were singing? Ass Blaster? I mean, they can't sing Ass Blaster to everything.
Yeah.
Get up here. Get up here, Beth. We're going to do a little sexy boy. Get Joe up here. That'd be pretty amazing. If you listen to the podcast, you'll get these little jokes.
So my thing, there's Bazooka Joe.
Somebody likes her cowboy boots.
That is such a ridiculous picture.
It's so weird. It's like the only one that gets used twice. It gets used in this little yearbook thing.
I know. I mean, it's like he was like, that's it. I'm not doing any more pictures. You got what you got. I have kind of this, I don't know. So there are numerous pages of candid photographs, but
Yeah.
some of them I'm like, these really aren't candid. They look very like posed.
Like, smile.
But some of them are, but then like a lot of them I'm like, these are actually like pretty like posed.
What's up with that guy?
That's pretty funny.
I don't remember that guy.
He looks, I'm trying to place him because he does look familiar. Like, what episode?
He looks like a fan who just won Joe Lando's jacket in a raffle. I don't know. He does look familiar. It looks like Russell Brand, but it's Russell Brand. Let's see. Past times, good times. I like this
So
hat.
we got Bazooka Joe and a nice
Bazooka
hat. So we can just start calling him Bazooka Joe, and then if people are like, "Why are you calling Bazooka Joe? It's really disrespectful." We'll be like, "Hey, we got it from Yearbook."
Here's a link, you know.
Yeah, like they actually called him Bazooka Joe.
You got Brian in the future in this truck or van or something.
Time traveler. The next page, I like the
phones
shots of them like on the phone, like in their old clothes and stuff. I thought it was pretty funny.
This was the second page I opened up to. And I'm like, this is chock full of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny.
Do you remember when cell phones were this big? You probably don't.
Vaguely
right?
do. Yeah, I mean, but that was like when not a lot of people had them, but of course they had them, right? Because it's like, I mean, they could afford it, I'm sure. But it was like not something that like everybody had yet.
Well, what year would this? I mean, this is a mixture of a number of years, but what years would this cover?
96, like 92 to 96,
Yeah,
or 97.
Definitely very expensive to have a cell phone back then. I got my first cell phone in 1999, and I still have the same number.
Amazing.
That's my story.
Real cool, Mark.
I know, twins. I don't think that kid should be up there alone.
I mean, she's kind of holding him, but
kinda.
Yeah, kinda. So there's Jane and her twins. I kind of like the picture of her and Beth, like baby bumping together. Yeah, they're baby bumping together.
We'll do a double pregnant baby.
Yeah. Well, that's like a quadruple baby.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
They both had twins, so it's like 4 babies right there.
Double quad.
Yeah.
Or quadcast. What's this? This is like, some of this stuff has got to be such inside jokes that we'll never understand. Or this is just a random photo that snuck in.
Yeah, like that they're on the twin.
2 guys standing in the rain.
On the twins page.
Oh wait, are they twins? Are these?
I mean, I guess they're supposed to be twins. Well, I mean, are they twins, or do they just get like jokes for looking alike or something? I don't know. That's weird.
It's definitely weird.
Well, then wait. Oh, we're not on the twins page anymore. I was like, who are those guys?
They're not twins. Those are.
Next, we have like Cloud Dancing.
That's a third Colleen. It's a third Colleen. Didn't work out. Test audiences didn't go for the third Colleen. Hey, in the Pampus.
Yeah. Her real baby.
That baby is ready to go home. It's like, enough. Is that your cat?
Yeah. Looking at the book with us.
And here they're setting up like one of these shots, you know, this is why it looks awesome, because somebody's holding up a reflector and getting all the light really right. So this is the wedding episode, or at least the wedding outfit. I never liked this triangle thing. It reminds me of Mork from Mork, like from Mork and Mindy, which you probably never watched. And I don't suggest you go watch it either. It didn't hold up. People just snoring away. What else? This is kind of cool. Sean Tuvey hanging out with like a number of these people who are just like super, super famous. Oh, did I lose you, Kelly? think I might have lost you. I'm going to keep talking because if I stop the recording, it's only going to be like really, really crazy to splice together. But what I will do is kind of leave that page there for a moment and see if I can figure out what is going on with your connection. I have a feeling Cat probably did something. Just enjoy this while I go and find out what's up. We'll just continue. So it's kind of cute to have like the front and the back of Sean Tuvey and Johnny Cash. A little John Schneider action. Jane Seymour holding a guitar. Let's see if I can reconnect. Bring Kelly back into the call.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're back on the show.
Okay, so was it like a...
It just went quiet. Just went quiet.
No, but as far as like what happened, because you hung up and then called me again.
No, the whole time you were connected.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm back now, though.
There you go. You're back. These are the technical things that you probably don't find too often on Dr. QuinnCast. What is her name? I ask you every single time. I can never remember. Yeah, Carmen. Let's go back to this. It's Ringo right here.
Yep, sure. Peace, love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Peace and love. Hank with the girls.
Women, yeah.
They're very overexposed. I have to say, William Shockley pretty much looks the same. Like, I mean, he's aged very well.
Yeah, like he barely even looks older. It's crazy.
And he kept the long hair, which I think was a solid move. Truth is, Dr. Mike saved my life. That's a great shirt.
Yeah. It's still like that line that they kept saying in that the Woman of the Year episode.
Yeah. What is, I wonder, is that hat something else that's Dr. Quinn? Or can't really tell.
Can't read it.
Yeah.
I wonder who that guy is.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look for him in the yearbook. Look at this crazy.
Yeah.
The ultimate Halloween costume right here.
That is pretty funny.
Even like something as simple as his hat. I just would love to know what happened to all this. Even the back,
the
like
chairs.
The chairs.
Behind every bush is a greensman.
But I don't know what that means, but it's funny. Yes, I went to Ohio. I fell in love with a man I left for 40 years ago. Yes, I'm getting married. Is this Phyllis? Because I think that they, for more information, talk to a crew member.
I don't know who that is.
It's not Phyllis. I'm trying to zoom
I like
out,
that
sorry.
bird in the corner. Caw!
Yeah, I have to. If I could just.
There's Jane with some sunglasses.
That's kind of fun. Are you blind? Is your character blind now?
Yeah.
Here's this guy again, singer of Wilco.
Oh, yeah.
He's with his guitarist.
Bobby Roth,
Oh, and,
yeah.
I forgot his name.
There's Erica Flores with like some modern looking hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Mommy modern for that time.
She has her hand in Beth's pocket right there, literally.
That's a little weird.
Yeah. Sooner, University of Oklahoma. Yeah, like
I love Hollywood. Jimmy George.
This is about the part of the yearbook where they're running out of ideas. They're like, what now? It seems so easy when we started.
Yeah.
I wonder if they ever got to a point where they were like, oh, I wish I never brought this up.
Yeah, right.
Because, having the idea of, let's make a yearbook.
And then some more candid photos.
Yeah, of people that, some cool stuff like that we've never seen before like this.
Yeah, JS and Sully looking a little sullen.
Yeah. This is where he's like, Joe, you're off the show. Get out.
Oh.
Sully's sitting there like, is that a threat?
I don't know if I have
No, you can't quit.
That's what they were saying.
Oh, there's Jane with her stunt double.
Where? Oh yeah, look at that. Whoa, look at this, Sully. This is like Barry Gibb.
That's the real big beard Sully right there.
This is the Sully people. They want Sully like this 100% of the time, right?
Rockstar Sully.
Rockstar Sully. They want, this is Ass Blaster Sully. Oh, wait. Sorry. I did it again.
I kind of like those mixed together.
Let's hear it again then. Different tempo, though.
Thank you very much.
And
Beth taking a moment to feed or to hang out with this baby. Oh, there's their Emmy or Academy Award, one of them.
I think that, the baby is probably either Tess or Jack, right? I think it's one of her babies.
The hair's kind of dark to be Tess, right?
But that's kind of what her babies looked like in the pictures.
Yeah.
On the twins page.
It is black and white. So.
Yeah.
What does it say? Awesome Bill? It's weird. Man, I really wish I could zoom in and see somebody wearing a Smashing Pumpkin t-shirt.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Or Air or something like that.
Or Ass Blaster.
The guy who wrote Ass Blaster. Oh, look at Sully with the dog in the chair.
That's super cute.
That is adorable. Oh, that's like
that.
heart melting. That's so cute.
This is kind of like an ad where it's kind of like, I found my best friend at the shelter.
It totally is.
What a weird hat. Johnny Cash. The only thing that would be cool, the only person I could wear that and be cool with it is Johnny Cash.
I knew you were going to say Johnny Cash.
Hey, do we see Fifi in here? I wonder. Look at these two. This is Joe doing his best impersonation of Wolf.
Best buds.
Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, what a floofer.
I don't know why a parrot.
I like the cow.
That's not nice. That's not very kind of you to say. Oh, you mean the cow. The cow.
I actually didn't even see Colleen when I was flipping through milking. I was just like, oh, look at the cow. It's cute.
It's
and
called
then
a
now
cheap
I see
dad
that
joke.
And now I see that. No, but I actually did not see her when I was
I know, me either, though.
Before. And then I was like, whoa, she's milking the cow.
I found my best friend at the shelter.
Yeah. They could do like a Sully campaign.
She sure did.
Shelter pets.
Memories like the corners of our minds. What is this? It's kind of it's a weird little shot right there. Who's this kid? Blink twice if you need help. With his torn shirt.
He looks familiar. Who is that?
I don't know. Who's this? This guy is that?
He looks like a bus driver.
I feel like these
he
are
would
like
be a bus driver.
I feel like these are the guys who are like, how many scoops do you want?
Yeah.
Just like the striped things just remind me of ice cream people. What is this? Sorry. Who are these
it's
people?
A good picture of Sully.
Yeah. What? Have you seen one bad one?
Touche.
These are kind of weird candid shots, taking pictures of people while they're talking.
Yeah.
Are you singing or talking? These are the guys who make all the signs, I bet.
The secret sign making committee.
Yeah.
Those two right there.
Well, you know, it'd be incredible if you just have like Tenacious D in one of the shots.
That would be totally wacky.
We should do it. We should just put them in.
Oh, that's in the wacky happening section. There's Tenacious D.
We should, like, that's all right. We can't do it now, but it would have been kind of funny if we did that. If we just kind of like changed a few things. Put a few.
There's Billy Corgan.
Hey, look, it's right there.
Billy Corgan's there.
Is this Sean Tuvey and his parents?
Yes, I believe so.
Dad's got a good head of hair. So is Mom.
Yeah.
This is Motley Crue over here. Not the band. Are these all parents or something?
Like, is that Jake with his parents?
I think it says wacky happening. It's the kind of thing you have to like stand to the side to read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happenments?
Like wacky happenings. His parents came to the set. It's totally crazy.
This is where they're all limboing or playing the devil sticks or something. I don't know what they're doing here. Playing hacky sack. Maybe.
Rev's in on it.
It looks like maybe a hacky sack circle going on. Because you got Joe Lando there. It's like, all right, throw it up.
Thank you.
Kids up to no good. There's
Some
this
town
guy.
Extras.
Is that Crazy Storm? One of these guys.
I was looking for Crazy Storm guy, and I couldn't spot him.
I can always tell by his beard. What does it say? Don't
think about Sean. Don't think about it, Sean. Maybe don't, because like I can't see under his arm.
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if like they started shooting and like he forgot to put his pants back on, because he has like his like vest and shirt for the show, but then he has like shorts on. It's just some random scene where he's just wearing those shorts.
That's the last time I stick my head in the bag. Inside jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Halloween, our favorite. I would imagine that Beth is a huge Halloween fan, right? Look at Zombie Brian.
Who's that baby?
Who's this ghost?
That's Carmen,
I
isn't
know,
it?
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I got scared.
I can't remember her name. Who's that baby?
I don't know. Looks like a 1800s photo. It's very. I don't like it. The baby touching that wood. Doesn't look finished.
Splinters and stuff.
Like
Yeah.
Splinter. This is just like from the episode.
Yeah, basically.
Caffeine overload. You got Joe Lando with the sunglasses on. He's like, I don't do Halloween.
Yeah. His highlights really stick out in the picture.
That's what she's telling him. It's like, your highlights are amazing.
Magnificent.
He's like, I know, right? All right. Mother Nature, got some storms going on. This is a cute little shot right here.
Yeah. Nice. I like the umbrella.
Look at this little guy. This little baseball guy.
Yeah. Spring sports.
I mean, they really did so much together. Like going to baseball games together.
I know. That's pretty. Wow.
This guy's like, I better get reimbursed.
Gotta cover my travel expenses.
This is like in a dorm or something. No, actually, no, it's a crib. Look at that computer.
really old school.
It's pretty much what this whole book was designed on, I think.
Yeah, probably. It was pretty high tech at the time.
Yeah. I don't know who these people are. Do you?
Mm-mm. I don't know who any of these people are.
She's like, ugh, enough of this yearbook. The Fantastics. I don't know what that is. It's always this guy is always pointing at his work. This is what I do.
The right stuff.
Look at this. This is such a like 1990s desk. There's no computer. It's tape.
That picture looks like it would be like a promo shot for like a TV show from this era. Yeah, some sitcom that takes place in the workplace or something.
Best friends.
Yeah.
Clyde. All right, the right stuff. We don't know any of these people, but you know what? If this were to pop up and they see it, we appreciate you.
So this is something that I was going to mention. So when I'm going through and I'm looking at like the order of the episodes and stuff, and you know, like people bring up the logical viewing order a lot, which we've like touched on before, where it's like, okay, yeah, I get that, like they were kind of, you know, like aired out of order in some cases, but like me personally, I'm not going to sit there and like jump around when I'm just like watching the show just for that. And also like I guess maybe I could see like how if you were like totally new to the show, it could make a difference to you. But then I'm like, well, I know what happens in the show. I mean, I've seen them how many times, right?
Right.
So it's like I don't really need to like see them all in order necessarily to, you know, get it or whatever. But I think so when you go through and like look at like the order, I'm like, I think are these ordered in the order in which they were filmed? But there are a couple of things that don't make sense, which I can point out. But so we have and by the way, so the pilot, when we're like, is that season 1, episode 1? I think yes. We have our answer. They include it as the season 1 thing, right?
Yeah, I would say whatever they say, right? And I go by I would say that 100%, and I'm totally on board with the way that you watch the show. It's the way I watch the show. It's the way I enjoy the show. I don't find any like minor inconsistencies to be distracting.
No, right, exactly. And it's like one thing to me to just like observe the inconsistency, but it doesn't like ruin it for me. You know, it's more just like, oh, that's inconsistent because it's like out of order. And then like, you know, for me, that's it. That's the end of it. But
this is like the Bible right here. This is it. So
we have the pilot, epidemic, visitor, and then the prisoner, which they have. So that's one of the things with the logical viewing order that they observe, you know, is out of order. Because that's the episode when he like meets Ingrid, like with the hurdy-gurdy and stuff. Yep. And then I think we have...
Here's another Ingrid. I'll just throw it in there.
Maybe we'll not go to heaven then.
And then after that, we have when their dad comes back. Father's Day. Yep.
We have to do that one. That was a good episode, I thought.
Yeah. I actually think like the episode 2 when he comes back again and tries to steal the kids. Not like steal them, but like prevent their adoption is kind of a good one. So we have Law of the Land, The Healing. I love The Healing.
Do you want me to zoom in on these? Oh.
No, I mean, because it's like...
No. I mean, we'll fly through them. It's just...
Because I was going to say, like, I mean, this is going to take 10 hours, and I do want to sleep.
Why, do you have a date tomorrow or something? You have to get up?
But one thing that I want to point out, if this is... in the order that they filmed them or whatever, which, like I said, I don't, because they don't have dates or anything with them. So I'm like, I don't know if that is exactly it. But Cowboy's Lullaby, which is after The Healing there, the people who like are logical viewing order people, they put that like at the beginning, like
really?
before epidemic, I think even. Yeah. But here they have it like, you know, way down there.
So is this out of order also though? I mean, this isn't the exact order either.
Well, okay, so here's the point. I guess this is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm not being clear about it. So I'm trying to figure out like the order that they're in. Like, is this the order? Because they're not the order that they were aired in. So
also, does it go left to right or does it go in a row?
Or I'm like, is that like the order that they filmed them in? Okay. And then in some cases, it kind of matches up with what people say is the logical viewing order. And then in some cases, it doesn't. So anyway, so I guess I'm not like totally sure on the whole, you know, that thing.
Look at this big melon head.
Yeah, operation.
That's crazy. A lot of these pictures I've never seen before. I think are pretty cool. Of course, this is the end, that last photo.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that is very interesting to me is that all of these photos that we're looking at, there have to be photos of them somewhere. I mean, somebody has these actual photos.
And then here, like season 2. So here are a couple of the things that people with the logical viewing order would say that like Saving Souls is before Sanctuary I've seen. And then Orphan Train early on because of her comment about how nobody's made promises to her yet, you know, preceding her and Sully courting.
Also, I'm assuming that the order that they're presenting this here is from, you know, top to bottom, not from left to right.
Yeah, that's the assumption that I'm making as well.
Yeah, that makes the most sense, I think. We have to get Sean Tuvi's mom on the line. But yeah,
Buffalo
I mean, I like it. They do
episode.
like a recap visually of each episode. It's almost like a visual podcast.
Okay, but then here's the thing though that threw me off because at first I was like, oh, are these like the order that they like intended them to be in or filmed them in? But then what threw me off is we have Where the Heart Is, then Best Friends, then Giving Thanks. But as we know, when she at the end arrives from Where the Heart Is, and then it goes into Giving Thanks, like she's wearing the same outfit. It's like that day, right? But then so obviously Best Friends is not in between those two. So then I got to this point and I was like, well, I don't know what's happening. Like I don't know, like
Somebody dropped the ball here.
It's like I thought I had it figured out, but now I'm like, I don't know what they're doing.
There's like a third way to watch the show, maybe.
the yearbook.
The yearbook.
Order.
The yearbook viewing order. What's that? Oh, you didn't hear? It's the vote for Ma method. Let's see. I mean, I love this. I think this is really, I keep going to the word special. This is like a real treat for fans, I think that.
Yeah, here's how this. So they had Sully's Choice after Return Engagement in here, and I'm like, no way, because Return Engagement was, I believe, I mean, it's like the season finale, you know, it was the second season, and it's fitting as a finale. And I was like, Sully's Choice, like there's no indication that they were engaged in Sully's Choice. When they get engaged in, you know, Return Engagement, of course.
I feel like we took the same screenshots. You know?
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Like this one in particular, I'm like, I took this screenshot.
Yeah, they're in our notes.
They're in our notes. They traveled into the future. You know what? That's what Ass Blaster's about, right?
Yep,
traveling into the future. Oh, this is where Dr. Mike is getting ready for the train. That was a fun episode.
Like, why does Lauren pull off the woman thing so well? Like in that picture, if you didn't know if it was just out of context, you'd be
demeanor,
like, oh, yeah, there's a woman.
Sure. Because he's an excellent actor.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Halloween 2, our face surgery guy.
Yeah.
Then we have the Cashes come back for Thanksgiving.
He looks pretty good, don't you think?
She sure did.
Dr. Mike did a great job.
And this is another thing where I'm like, I don't know what they're doing with the order here. Because, like, Indian agent preceding the Washington affair. Because he wasn't an Indian agent before he went to Washington. Or was he?
I don't remember.
Now I have to, like, because I was trying to remember, like, I didn't think that he was. Because didn't he become Indian agent because he was, like, best friends with Grant?
All these little nuances and everything I'm really bad with.
The picture went away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better be sorry.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me.
Oh, you know what? I wish I had. I did not put that. It's one of the few ones I have.
I love that in the end of the world, the picture of like the horse that they were painting. The horse is like in the center and totally like posing for the picture.
Hi.
They painted me blue.
Hey, looks a little like Billy right there.
A little bit, yeah. It's a different Billy.
We
Billy
found
of the week.
Billy
Another
of the
Billy
yearbook. Billy of the yearbook. Yeah, I mean, I think this is really a great way to fill up a bunch of pages.
Yeah, I mean, like, once again, the layout's a little wacky.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's a good one to put in there when you're shooting the dog.
Yeah, like, I think, I really wish I could, I don't know where it is, but I have Brian yelling about that. Sorry, I'm looking.
Let's get out of here.
Nope. That's upsetting. All right. Well, I'll just throw this out for fun.
It ain't up to you.
It ain't.
You're not the law. I'm the law.
Where is that?
You're not the law. I'm the law.
Classic.
We gotta just mix in the
classic.
It is. It really is.
So then one thing under the Fifi's First Christmas, I'm like, it's a little bit weird that they included this
Fifi.
picture of children kissing.
Oh yeah, that is kind of weird.
I'm like, okay then. But yeah, there is Fifi. She is in here.
Yeah, thank goodness. These. Do I have the? That looks good.
That looks good.
With the tree.
That is from that episode.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Matt's not really feeling so great right here.
He had a rough night. I like Hank in his makeup, his devilish makeup.
They had a lot of fun with those type of things, you know?
Yeah. We have Emma. Yay, Emma. Love you, Emma.
Love you, Emma. Look at them scrapping here. This is where they're like, you're not going to cut down the kissing tree. We're going to make... There's Emma all beat up.
Yeah.
Beaten up.
Oh, there's Tilly. Tilly.
Tilly. And even this, everybody takes this screenshot of him, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of the more popular moments, I guess.
This is where we did the swap out of Mrs. Molasses.
Yeah, Mrs. Molasses got... Well, actually, no, that's the first one.
Oh, this is the first... Oh, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I had it reversed.
Yeah, because season 6, right? And this is after season 5, so...
Wait, what episode was it where they swapped out the Colleen? Like, I want to see the last Colleen and then...
Well,
I know they go back and forth, but...
they're like not... They don't go back and forth in here, though.
All right, so
that Bone of Contention one that comes back, they like have it earlier in the order in here. So that screenshot right there with Matthew and Colleen, that's when he's telling her that Denver's a big place. I'm pretty sure.
I don't have that one thing loaded. I'm sorry. Denver's a big place. This is a very interesting image to kind of choose from Separate But Equal.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's, you know, they're trying to, you know, get everybody to get emotional about every episode.
Well, and which now, because I have seen it, like, you know, unedited or whatever, watching it, like, either on TV or streaming, and it was not blurred or anything.
The reason why I'm not bringing it up is because I think YouTube would flag it.
Yeah, but now often it is blurred.
Really?
Yeah, so there's like a little bit of like censoring going on.
I don't like that. I mean, it's the whole point of the episode is to kind of get to you. You know, it's kind of like, don't call them the KKK. You know, it's like,
how come they don't have the chateau? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like get off the serious topic, but like, where's the Chateau Band? Like in the Tempest, they didn't even have a picture of Chateau Band.
I have the Chateau Band right here. They're always right here.
They put in that picture of Sully and Wolf camping in the dam.
Oh, yeah, remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very funny. So, Wolf's like, and you can use the flour sack as a pillow?
Yeah.
Just like the old days, Sol. Ah.
I fought the law. Yeah. That was that episode that we got addicted to that clip.
Yeah, it's very funny. I'll do it one more time right here.
You're not the law. I'm the law.
All right.
So people who have never listened to the podcast are probably like, what is with these people? Oh, that's fine.
We usually break everything up with clips. We usually have a lot more to riff off of. I mean, we've never done a video thing.
Right. Like this is like new territory for us.
So we're doing our best, people. We got our hands on this, and we
exclusive content.
Not too much Horace in this yearbook, if I had to say. Not too much. Could use a little bit more. That's what I'm saying.
More Bang.
How about you shut up?
All right, this, of course, you can pick up your monitor and shift it if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
So here's like the yearbook. So then Chris Abbott also wrote some episodes of Little House.
Oh, okay.
We talked about that before.
And there's Carmen Ashby.
There is Bazooka Joe. That picture is just the most ridiculous. I mean, everything about the picture is ridiculous. Even like the way his hair is laying and like the gum and everything. It's just a crazy picture.
Bart's like, Joe, I got long hair too.
Yeah.
I'm just goofing on him.
Look at me.
I don't want to have a picture next to Joe Lando. That takes nerve.
There's Chaz.
Where? Oh, that's so funny. That's my favorite thing. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, isn't that adorable?
Chaz. That's very funny.
It's
the mom, Tammy Calabrese.
Yeah.
Oh, and Steve and Debbie. Steve and Tammy Calabrese. You know what? Those two, sausage and pepper people.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
My kind of people.
I like how a couple of the people are wearing like their outfits from the show for these pictures.
Me too. I think it's hilarious. Like Travis Craig and this guy is always dressed like this, right?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it was the 90s. I mean, actually the hairstyles are not that bad. They're not too like dated.
Too extreme. I mean, there are like a few that are kind of dated, but overall it's not like shockingly 90s. Okay, so then like who's that? Richard?
Look at Todd Connolly.
Yeah.
I'm the real star.
Okay, so then
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, are they twins? Are those guys? They
Michael
have the
and
same
Todd?
last name.
Yeah, they look like twins.
Huh.
Oh, those are the guys in the rain?
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah. All right. We did it. We found the Easter egg. These guys are twins too. Mikey and Billy.
Oh, were those the ones in the rain?
Oh no.
Look at Lee.
Too many twins. Lee what? What's his?
Dragoo.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. But you know what? His hair isn't that bad. I mean, I've seen worse.
Yeah, true. Okay, so look at Richard Goff's outfit.
Richard Goff's?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. That guy's awesome. He's just like, I have a feeling like if you look at this guy's yearbook photo in high school, same photo.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, we don't know any of these people, really. I think it's kind of cool that they included them. You got like
there's
Missy
like
Murrow,
a Missy, with her bonnet on and stuff.
That's kind of cute. This Steve Horades. This guy's in every shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really want to. They should have.
Oh, and then Donna, who works for Grace in the cafe. Donna Howell.
I don't even know where I'm looking.
Okay, so you were just looking at the guy that you said was in everything.
Oh, right next.
Go over two.
Two. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah. All right. Everybody's looking the same. This guy's like, I got muscles. Because
he's wearing his like white beater.
I think this is that guy who's like, I got muscles bigger than Joe Lando. Look, I can do 400 sit-ups right now.
David Nieto is looking pretty cool.
David Nieto.
Third row down, first picture.
Oh, okay. This guy's got a mustache right here. That's who you mean?
Yeah.
Nancy Sherwood's got a big old hat. Johnny Paris has a bonnet. David Nieto doesn't look familiar. I'd love to find Crazy Storm's guy here, like we were saying before.
I know. I was looking for him, but I just didn't.
Is that him? Greg Reese? Could that be him?
Oh.
Are you Crazy Storms, Greg?
Maybe.
I'm thinking Greg Reese is Crazy Storms.
I think so. I think you're right.
Oh.
That's what I say to Greg. That's awesome. Oh, we're on the last page.
Oh, and then so BB Besh, who was the Woman of the Year person, who was also on an episode of Highway to Heaven, apparently died shortly after she was on the show, right?
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. I mean, she didn't look like she was that old, so I'm like, oh.
You have Phyllis Smith's photo. Easily could be from The Office.
That's a nice picture of her.
It's a good photo.
I mean, she looks really nice in it.
You got Beth on the same row. I mean, this is royalty on this roll.
Bob Smith is like, what's this shit?
A lot of Smiths.
Yeah, but like the first
Bob
Smith there,
Smith.
Bob Smith.
I like his hat though. Yeah, it's like a little too small.
Yeah.
This guy's got like 3 or 4 pairs of glasses going on here. He's got one regular. I don't know, maybe not. Tad. That's a cool name.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking that.
Jim Tuvey, either he went a little bit more gray or something here. They both look a little different here. Her hair's a little shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's so serious here. It's like, all right, just take my picture. Let's get this over with. That could be Crazy Storms. Eric Warren.
No, I think it was the other guy.
Yeah. If his beard was longer, though.
No, but his hair is like not right. I think the other guy had his hair was right.
Crazy Storms is crazy hair. Yeah, in loving memory, like you mentioned. Then we get into like the real nerdy part of the yearbook, the real money behind it all. This guy looks like a magician, David Poltrick.
Mm-hmm.
National Park Service. We're really, we're thanking everybody. We appreciate you, though. This is cute. The Quinn marriages. They've a lot of marriages, right? I mean, it's quite a lot.
So Beth and Jim, they had the second wedding, I guess. Then Orson Bean and Allie Mills, and then
Jason
James
Adams.
Ford. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
When you got that paycheck coming in, it's easy to,
Yeah. And then I see for like the babies, so it looks like Frank Collison and Horace had a couple of kids born during the show. So we have Eliza Collison and Gabriel Collison.
Sean Tuvey.
Yeah. I think he was born during the show. He was born on the show.
He was born on the show.
Here we have awards and honors. There was this one for The Tempest that was like the best sound.
Here we
something
go.
with sound.
The Golden Rail Awards, best sound editing for a drama series.
Yeah, because of the Chateau Band.
Yeah. Oh, wait, wrong.
Well, I mean, that works too.
It's like, and the winner is, it's like, and the winner is Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, for best sound editing for a drama series in The Tempest. Come on up. And they're playing, it'd be exciting. It won quite a lot of things. And big stuff too, like Academy Awards, Daughters of the American Revolution National Award. Is that something you've ever heard of?
No, I have not.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty interesting award. I mean, they're all. I mean, I've won a little bit all of these awards.
Look at that! Luck of the Draw won the Genesis Award.
It's pretty cool. Oh, I found a typo. Most romantic TV program. Finally.
And then also like romance writers, like it's like possessive instead of plural.
The Romance Writers of America. Oh yeah. The Romance Writers of America. Like putting together a yearbook, it's got to be a lot of work. And I bet you Beth was like, when's it going to be? I need to see a draft.
Yeah.
And I bet you Beth is like, romantic spelled wrong. Fix that. And it didn't get fixed. And she's like,
romantic.
That's so funny.
Damn
it. Look, Sean Tuvey won Best Performance by a Young Actor in TV Drama from the Young Artist Awards. Outstanding Family Television Series of the Year. It was an almost perfect yearbook.
So here we have the yearbook staff. See?
See?
So yeah. I wasn't making it up.
See, I thought this guy was holding a bomb.
Yeah. So Sean's mom did the cropping. That's what it says.
All right. Oh, she did the cropping. All right. Well, see? I told you, dummy. Idiot moron. So the advisors, Beth, can you? Oh man, I wouldn't want to work with her on this. She curses like a sailor, she's always yelling and stuff.
And then his dad, Sean's dad, was one of the photographers.
Tell you right now, layout and design. For one, layout's one word. I'm sorry, no hyphen needed. No hyphen needed.
So there's our other typo.
Greg did the work. Probably Greg and Cynthia did the work. I would not wish this upon anyone.
But then I did see that Greg, our layout and design guy, creating a yearbook in a month. How hard could it be? Listening to Motley Crue.
You go through, oh no, I was gonna sing a Skid Row thing. What's a Motley Crue song? I can't even think of any.
I can't even. I mean, it's like not.
Yeah, it's not on your radar.
Yeah, exactly. I'm no.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
The above
Working
picture
on
people, except for the advisor, work their butts off. That's kind of messed up. So she didn't do any work? She probably didn't. She's like, look, if you want to do it, I'll pay for it. But don't ask me to do anything. And that's it. We're now at the end. You like the way I scanned the blank pages?
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
For autographs. Oh, I guess I scanned it a few times. Well, la-di-da. Looks as...
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There it is.
I'll leave it on. Well, Kelly, this is certainly an interesting video episode thing.
Fun. It was fun looking through it. So
it's hard to talk about stuff. I mean, we're not in any of the photos. We should have put pictures of us. Hey, it's Kelly again.
That would have been really funny. Yeah, but I thought it was cool to see like the behind the scenes stuff.
I've never seen anything like this before. And I think it's pretty cool. The things I've seen that are similar to this are things I designed, like things you send to newspapers, like promos and like press kits and stuff like that. Those are things that are also kind of cool. That's what this reminded me of at first. And then I'm like, no, this is like a really personal thing. This isn't the kind of thing that you can just kind of come across accidentally. And
I was kind of wondering how like widespread it was. Like, do you think that everybody who's in it like got one? Like all those pictures at the end, like the yearbook thing. Do you think they all got one?
If I had to guess, and I'm going to say that probably a minimum order of like 500 books were needed. So
right, because it was printed by like Jostens, which is
like it's a legitimate yearbook. I love the fact that they have the eagle on the cover. You know?
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I would love to know how long it took them to do this. Now that we've actually looked through it, I'm sure we've gotten.
Well, there's that quote at the end where he was like, where Greg McKay was like, in a month, put it together in a month. But I mean, like, I don't know if they actually put it together in a month or if that was just sort of like a joke or whatever.
Yeah, they would have used. This is like the most boring part of this whole thing is they would have used a software called Quark, which is like impossible to use, and that's definitely what this would have been laid out in. And so that's why I'm so forgiving when it comes to like, well, moving those quotes and drop shadows and all this kind of stuff. It was so much more difficult back then. Nowadays it's a breeze in comparison. And
right.
But well, Kelly, again, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. And,
sorry that we had a little connection issue there, but
I expected it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it. I'll just
see.
I'll play Ass Blaster Out. Ass Blaster Out.
Yes, lady.
So I'll play that out. But if you like this banter, the banter's a little bit tighter on our podcast, Dr. QuinnCast. So go check out Dr. QuinnCast.
We have a little bit more of an agenda. We have the structure of the episode and everything. This was sort of
this is ad hoc. This is crazy. Yeah. This is for the fans. For the fans of the show, not the fans of us.
Yeah, well,
a little bit of both. A little bit of both.